And as Hillary Clinton tries to persuade the American public she is not part of the Wall Street establishment, her newly released tax returns are painting a different picture. One America's Rachel Ribaudo shows us how much she made from Wall Street's big banks and the big checks she wrote for the Clinton Foundation.
Hillary Clinton releases her tax returns to the American public. But for some reason, the numbers don't add up. According to the 2015 return, Bill and Hillary earned a yearly total of $10.6 million, much less than the $28 million the couple made in 2014 and 2013. The Clintons accumulated the majority of their 2015 earnings through paid public speeches, while also bringing in another $3 million from Hillary's book royalties. From 2013 to 2015, Clinton delivered a total of 92 speeches at the flat rate of $225,000 per speech, earning her $21.6 million over the two-year span. During those 2 years, Hillary delivered a total of 8 speeches to big banks, including Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, and Bank of America, netting an income of $1.8 million. Those speeches came up earlier in the primaries after Bernie Sanders called on Hillary to release the speech transcripts.
In addition to that, Secretary Clinton, as you know, has given a number of speeches behind closed doors to powerful Wall Street institutions for $225,000 a speech. Now, what I have said is that if you're going to give a speech and get paid $225,000, it must be an extraordinarily brilliant speech.
However, new reports indicate Hillary may have been getting paid for more than just her speeches. In fact, 82 corporations, trade associations, and other groups that paid for Hillary's speeches have lobbied Congress for new legislation, bid on federal contracts, and even contacted the State Department while Hillary Clinton served as Secretary of State. For instance, Clinton earned $1.6 million from speeches she gave to Canadian banks, Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, and to TD Bank in 2014 and early 2015. Both foreign banks have financial ties to TransCanada Corporation, the company behind the controversial Keystone XL pipeline. When Hillary Clinton delivered the speeches in January of 2015, she supported the development of the pipeline. But in September of that same year, well into her presidential campaign, she flip-flopped her stance after she was criticized from several environmentalist groups.
I think it is imperative that we look at the Keystone Pipeline as what I believe it is, a distraction from the important work we have to do to combat climate change, and unfortunately, from my perspective, one that interferes with our ability to move forward to deal with all the other issues. Therefore, I oppose it.
However, this wasn't a lone incident. In 2014, Hillary Clinton earned nearly $3 million in paid speeches from trade companies who were lobbying for the Trade Promotion Authority in a bid to fast-track approval of the TPP. However, the Democratic nominee who supported Obama's push for the TPP says she no longer backs the deal after it was widely scrutinized for sending more American jobs overseas. Her inconsistencies on these political issues have raised questions from analysts as to whether Hillary will stick to her promises she made to the American public or remain loyal to the companies who paid her money. Even further, Hillary Clinton continues to dodge questions about whether or not these corporations and groups have influenced federal policies by paying her for speeches. Although Hillary's paid speeches are not the only interesting discovery in her tax returns. In the returns, it lists the 2 charities the Clintons donated to. $1 million went to the Clinton Foundation, and $42,000 went to the Desert Classic Charities. This comes as the Department of Justice denied to investigate the Clinton Foundation after the FBI recommended a probe into corruption allegations. Newly released emails revealed numerous wealthy Clinton Foundation donors received favors from Clinton and her aides while she served as Secretary of State, a direct violation of the ethics agreement Clinton signed before she was appointed to the position. It was also discovered by a fact-check investigation only 10% of the donations went towards charity in 2013, the same year the Clintons pulled in $28 million. This despite the foundation's claims it spends nearly 90% of its profits on charitable giving. Less of a coincidence, the second charity the Clintons donated to is directly linked to the Clinton Foundation. Every year, Desert Classic Charities hosts an annual golf tournament with the Clinton Foundation and has raised thousands of dollars for the foundation. More interestingly, the Desert Classic Charities was founded by now Clinton Foundation official Doug Band. In 2009, Band reached out to Hillary's aides to try and pull a favor for $1 million Clinton Foundation donor Gilbert Chaggery. This information is revealed as several Republican lawmakers and even Donald Trump accused the Clinton Foundation of acting as a pay-to-play organization, which has been governing under a cloak of philanthropy for years. Rachel Ribaudo, One America News.